Hey there guitarists, Patrick here. Today, Levi's Jeans by Beyoncé, a song co-written with Nile Rodgers, who is one of my favorite guitar players of all time, and he's a great songwriter and a producer. So at the end of this video, I'll be doing a little tribute to him. Stick around, if you like Nile Rodgers, you might recognize it. This song has two main guitar parts. The first of which is a palm muted guitar part, and then you've got a sliding, vibing guitar. And there's of course the synth bass, which I'll play on electric bass. And you've got a rhythm guitar doing a guitarmony, and a naive melody, I call it, because it's only two notes. And then in the second and third chorus, there's a distorted part, and in the outro, there's another distorted part. So I'll go through all that. Let's start with the palm muted guitar part, because it starts out the song before any other guitars or the bass even come in. So it's the first guitar that you hear in the song. Now one tip, or a few tips, on playing palm muted guitar by Nile Rodgers. The guy is a masterful guitar player. In this particular song, he's muting both with the right hand, he's palm muting, but he's also muting with the left hand by lifting up those fingers from the frets and making the notes shorter. This little intro lick starts with your first finger up on the 3rd fret of the 3rd string and your second finger on the 4th fret of the 2nd string. And then you use your pinky on the 6th fret, and then down again, and then move that whole shape down a whole step. So if we count it out, it sounds like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. And then you have the downbeat of the song where everything else comes in, the bass and the other guitars. Now I'm just going to play the palm mute guitar part for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Break that up into parts of 2 bars each. The main 2 guitar chord shapes you want to think of here are this one and this one. This one's just a bar on the 1st fret, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th string, and this one is like a minor 7 shape, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th string also. So there's that shape. Got these hammer-ons happening a lot. The thing about the hammer-ons is they're pretty short. They're really subtle. It's almost like they're not there, but they are there. They're just kind of an effect. I call them classy hammer-ons. And the next bar would be one tip on this part is when you get to that part, you're mainly focusing on that 3rd string. You're really picking it, and incidentally you're also hitting the 2nd string. But you're focusing on the 3rd string. That's the main one you want to accent or emphasize. The next 2 bars. So starting out with another classy hammer-on. Another hammer-on. And then you got this slide, and you have to slide with your 3rd and 4th finger, your ring finger and pinky finger. And trick there is that you want to slide up there and then release, but you have this shape ready that you've been playing. So the last part of this 8-bar section of palm muted guitar goes like this. You call me pretty little thing. And then it starts over again. Now, it starts over again, but it's always different because Nile Rodgers is a badass and he's always playing it slightly differently with slightly different slides and slightly different hammer-ons, and it has a very like natural feel to it. But if you get comfortable with those main chord shapes and the overall feel of these 8 bars, then you can improvise as well, and you have the building blocks to do it. One thing to keep in mind is when I sang that chorus vocal, you call me pretty little thing, the guitar cut out, but in other parts of the song it won't cut out in the 8th bar. So what do you do in the 8th bar? Well, you can do whatever you want because Nile Rodgers is improvising based on this part, but I like to do something similar to the 6th bar, which is but maybe simplifying it, maybe going like that, so together that sounds like. And then start again. Yeah. And one last part, and then I'll move on from the palm mute guitar because there's lots of other guitars to cover. But one last thing is the funky guitar part that happens every once in a while. It goes like this. So in context, it sounds something like this, like. The other main guitar part in this song, I call a sliding vibing guitar. And it is sliding from the 4th fret up to the 6th fret on the 1st and 2nd strings, and then back down again. And it's also got a hammer-on in it and some improvisation. So he never plays it the same. The only tip I would give you on this would be that the slide is a little bit lazy sounding. And when he's playing the other part, that's a little bit more astute. So that's not as lazy, it's on the beat. It's more like straight. But this slide is a little bit lazy. So if you can get lazy with it and not play exactly the same all the time, that actually sounds good. So here's what it sounds like, roughly. I'll do those two backgroundy parts. The first one is a rhythm part with a guitarmony. It's guitarmonizing with the palm muted guitar, and it's basically just this. He's playing. And then there's another kind of naive melody, and that one's more of like an ambient sort of a thing. This is what it sounds like. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's very backgroundy, but it is there. Now let's play some bass. So the original recording has a synth bass, but if you don't have a Moog or an MS-20 or a Prophet 5 lying around and you want to play an electric bass, you can do that. It is a really simple bass part. It is octaves of G sharp and C sharp, and they're long sustained notes. And he cuts out when she sings, "You call me pretty little thing." Yeah, and so other than that, when the bass doesn't cut out, it plays the C sharp and then up to a G sharp up here. So that sounds like this. two parts left, the distorted guitar parts. The chorus guitar part goes like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then there's the one that happens in the outro, which sounds like this. That's all I got for today. Reach out if you have questions. I'm going to send you out with some Chic, which is the mastermind, Nile Rodgers, the mastermind behind this guitar and this song. And I teach guitar in Oslo. Hit me up if you want a lesson. Thank you for watching.